the borderline of that as people do more and more work to getting the game to work. All right. Do you want to know the other two endings or the other two choices, basically? All right.
Yeah.
Everybody who doesn't want to hear the other two options that we didn't pick, this is your time to like either mute stream or jump out. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. This has been a really fun adventure.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. We picked the best ending. Yay! Because let me tell you, the other two don't go well. So, the Johnny Rogue ending, where you give control over to Johnny, he goes to Rogue at the afterlife and says, hey, let's go blow up Sokka Tower again. You recruit Rogue, you go in, you basically have that same system of like go through the tower and slaughter everybody. When you hit the bottom and you fight Smasher, Smasher kills Rogue. Like outright does the exact same thing that he did to Saul and just like crushes her skull underneath his boot. So you end up losing Rogue, and then you come to the choice at the end there of like, so no matter what, each time Alt Cunningham will tell you you're too far gone. Even if you get your body back, you only have 6 months to live. So in the Rogue ending, if you pick to take your body and go with it, you basically, since you have 6 months to live, you end up going for a contract by a guy by the name of Mr. Blue Eyes. And he gives you an impossible deal, which is go rob the most expensive casino on the moon. He sends you to space and he says...
What do you have to lose? What? That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, and you end with you in a spacesuit headed towards this casino. If you pick...
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the Mr. Blue Eyes ending. If you pick any of the options where you give control over to... And you say, you know what, Johnny, take my body, go live a good life. He takes control of your body and basically gets a guitar, hops on a bus, and leaves Night City. If you do the option where you go with Rogue, he basically puts Rogue to rest and says goodbye to her. If you pick the Hanako ending, the worst one, I believe it's colloquially, because each of the endings are after certain major arcana in the tarot. I believe hers is the Devil's. So what happens is that you go to the board meeting, you try and convince them that like, hey, Yorinobu's a fucking psychopath, and this isn't gonna work. He basically pulls full rank on you and has Sokka assassins come after you to kill you. Hanako ends up killing him and taking control over Arasaka, and then basically turns the knife back to you and shows you that their dad, Yorinobu, is technically dead, but because they have Soul Killer and Mikoshi, they just have a backup of his brain that they put into Yorinobu's head, and he just reassimilates into a new body. But technically under Hanako's control. And then when it comes time for her to pay her dues and like get Johnny out of your head, they send you into space and you play out this sequence where you're slowly going crazy of like doing all these examinations that are supposed to test your mental fortitude.
Yeah.
And it's just very clear that they're just fucking with you for months on end.
Yeah.
Slowly running down your clock. And then at the end, they present you with two options. Either you just check out and you live your remaining time on the clock as is and then die, or you sign a contract with them and sell your soul to Arasaka and literally give up your entire existence to them.
Okay.
So that they might one day fix the problem in your head. But they never will because it's not in the corporate interest to do so.
Yeah, why would they do that?
So yeah, the Hanako ending
that
fucking
sucks.
sucks. That's why I
Sucks.
always, like, if I steer anybody towards anything, it's just like, do the Johnny Rogue ending because it's fun and, like, it's melancholic, but it is, like, an ending. And you get either Johnny driving away to go pursue a new life in V's body, or you get the contract to work with Mr. Blue Eyes and go to space.
Yeah.
But then even better, you can have the Aldecaldo's ending where, yes, people die, and like you do put people on lives on the line that really shouldn't. But you end up going off on adventure with Pan Am, which, if you picked a romance Pan Am, is perfect. If you picked a romance Judy, it's even better because, like, you all go off as a little family together kind of thing because she wants to leave Night City. I have never done Aldecaldo's ending where I picked River, where he turns you down. I've never seen that before.
Oh.
I find that very interesting.
He thinks I'm a loser. He hates me.
He hates me. But
He hates me.
yeah. No, I think this game is... I'm really sad that it got, like, hit with such an annoying problem of, like, oh, it's
Yeah.
broken and nobody wants to play it and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like... Yes, it has technical issues. Even still, it has technical issues. But you know what? What you're missing out on is a game that looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, like, art style, world building, like, weird small details like the graffiti. Like, they fucking kicked ass in terms of designing a cool world.
Yeah, they
And
did.
an emotional story with tons of people, like tons of characters that you get to meet and involve yourself with.
You get
like-
attached to.
We get attached to Jackie. We get attached to Victor, Misty, Evelyn, Judy.
Pan Am.
Where's Pan Am? Even Johnny. Like, again, I still
course.
maintain this is my favorite performance from Keanu because it is the most anti-him he has ever been. Like, he is exuding, like, all the reverse version of what he's like in real life. Yeah. Just such a cool collection of people. But there we go. We're done.
How many weeks was it for Cyberpunk? How many episodes?
I think I still need to cut up last time's chunk.
Mm-hmm.
Or did I cut that up? No, I haven't yet. So once I cut that up, I think I might split that in half, and then we'll split this in half. It will be somewhere to there. Should be about 35 chunks.
So it's about half, right?
Yeah.
So that's 35. So that's
30 and then... So call it 30...
18.
18.
18, yeah. Around over 18.
Roughly 18 weeks to get through the game.
Wow.
And each one of
3,
those,
12.
like 35... the other way of looking at it is that each of those 35 pieces is roughly half an hour to an hour long.
That's about 4 months
Bob.
total.
Like,
that we dedicated
here's
to
a
this
question. What's my save file? How long is my save file? 50 hours.
Wow.
And, like, I did a whole bunch of, like, back catalog stuff. But also, all these yellow dots are additional things we could do.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
There's
say.
so
Like,
much extra content.
there's got to be an option to do all of that stuff.
Like, yeah, if I wanted to be super completionist and go after everything, I could. And because it is a choice-based game, you can play it multiple times and have different outcomes.
Yeah.
Because you're making different choices. You're like choosing different people to interact with and romance. You have different options of dialogue of if you wanted to say something differently. Like you can choose to ignore subquests if you wanted to. Like if you didn't want to involve yourself in River Ward's story, you don't have to give him time of the day.
Don't have to, yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. All right, who can we raid, Katie? Who's on?
Well, thank you for playing Cyberpunk with me, for me, doing all the physicality stuff.
All right.
That was good. Let's see. Who's on?
Who's
a lot
on?
of people are on. Acting Relic is on.
Oh my god.
You wanna? What's Wolfstein 3D? Nifty Chris is playing that.
Sure.
I don't know what that is.
I'm good with that. Probably it might be another like adventure game because I know he was when we saw him last time he was playing EverQuest.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So I'm good with that.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Are we frozen on your stream? I think we're frozen.
Are we frozen? I just switched,
oh no, we're good. We're good.
I just switched the feed to be right back because
gotcha.
Otherwise, when I tab into Discord to go finding links, it fucks the whole
freezes
thing up.
us. We're frozen.
We're frozen. All right. Where is? Let's see here. Should be able to find it here.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm just burping over here.
So what do you think overall? What's your favorite character and favorite scene? Doesn't have to be they don't have to align with each other, but like
my favorite scene? Oh god, that's a tough one. I'm trying to think of what was like the most memorable, because I mean there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Honestly, well, okay, I don't know if it's my favorite, but one memorable scene for me was definitely like Jackie's funeral. That was memorable. I don't know if I would call it my favorite though. I feel like it has to be something definitely closer to the end with like all the with alt. Yeah. With all the different like lines and stuff and definitely her talking and her being a big tall woman.
Yeah, and also just the vocal effects on like the vocal effects on Alt's voice are so cool.
Oh yeah. I really like that a lot.
Can you send me Nifty Chris's link, please?
Yes. You can't find him.
Can't find him.
Did he block you? Did he go up? No, he didn't.
Okay.
Never Chris. Copy. You want me to put it? Actually, I'll DM it to you.
Yeah, DM. Perfect.
DM.
Perfect. There we go. Right, because his is with a K. That's why. All right. Like that. Oh gosh. I'm trying to think of what mine is. I still maintain River Ward's quest where we go to the farm and we have that entire thing of finding the serial killer.
Yeah.
You could pull that out of this game and throw it up as a Love, Death, and Robots short and
yes, you can.
done. done, people would be like, what? And here's the thing, it's the thing of like, even people where I'm like, hey, I know you're probably never gonna play Cyberpunk, let me show you just this one quest.
Yeah.
Like, and especially people who are really into like true crime, or like that's a quest that I'd want to show Erica and be like, hey, I know that you probably won't ever play this game. You got to see this because this is so much in your like Hannibal wheelhouse type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Erica would like that one.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Anytime we go talk to Alt, I agree, is just so, the visuals are so fucking cool. Yeah. I love this game to death, and I will continuously be like, this game's so fucking cool.
No, I liked it a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Thanks for showing me.
Let's go see what Nifty Chris is up to. Bye, stream.
Playing a game. Bye, stream.
Oh, Wolfenstein, yeah.
Is that what I'm... Well, no, because here's this. I have a sneaking suspicion that I know where this raid came from.
Did Chris play
Oh
that?
my god.
This looks kind of familiar.
Acting Relic.
Wolfenstein is...
Wolf it up. Wolf.